Welcome everybody. Wow, we have so many people watching us right now. This is so exciting. Welcome to Penny Arcade's first ever online show. Penny Arcade, if this is your first time tuning in, is the award-winning show for kids and families at Arcade Comedy Theater, which is Pittsburgh's only nonprofit theater for comedy. So we're going to start by introducing ourselves. Collectively, we are the Penny Players, but individually, we are
Joe, Max,
Maddie,
Mike,
Haley,
Beth,
Colin,
Maza,
Dan,
Erica,
Samwise,
and I'm Abby. And now this is where we want to get to know you all. We normally at this point would ask you all to tell us your names, and I want you to still do that. So I want you all to shout out at home really loud. I'm going to count down from 3, and I want you to shout your names so we get to meet you. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Some good names.
great name.
I heard a lot of Masons and Emmas, I think, some Gabriels. Wonderful. So we are so excited to be welcomed into your home today from our home, since we are all staying safe at home right now. But just because we're all home doesn't mean that we can't be silly, play games, use our imagination, and laugh. So we've converted some of our favorite improv games that we play in the show, and we're going to do them virtually and remotely today. Ooh, virtual Penny Arcade. So real quick to get started, we want to make sure you guys understand what improv is. So improv means we are making all of this up as we go. The performers are making everything up as they go along. So how do they do that without it being a big mess? Well, there's 3 rules we follow, and we're going to share those with you because you're actually going to learn an improv game later after the show. And all of these games that we play today, you can play at home with your friends. So we're just going to teach you 3 little tricks and tips to get them started. So Mike, what's the first rule?
So the first thing that we need to do to make improv is we need to listen. Can everyone say that with me? Listen. Yeah, it's important that everyone here listens really carefully to each other in order to make a scene work. So for the second thing we're going to do, I'll toss it over to Kaylee.
Hey, the second thing we're going to have to do is collaborate. Can everyone say collaborate?
Collaborate.
Great.
Great job. That's a big word. We work together to build on each other's ideas. So remember the online stations that you worked on before the show? How about those videos you sent in? Well, we're going to be using your ideas for character names, settings, lines of dialogue, and our questions for Question Monster, just to build our show. So for our third option, we're going to toss it over
to me. Thanks, Kaylee. So the third thing we're going to do is we're going to support. Can everybody say support?
Support!
Inventing things up on the spot is sometimes challenging. So support means that we have each other's backs. We agree with each other on what the scene will be about, and cheer each other on. You know another way we show support? By giving air fives. So turn to your family members and give them air fives. Now, I know we can't be there with you all right now, but Penny would love to give you one giant air five. Ready? Boom. All right.
Yeah, and speaking of support, parents, this is also a fundraiser to help support Arcade Comedy Theater, Penny Arcade's in-person home. So if you can, we're taking donations at that Support Arcade at Home link that you saw on the 321 Let's Play website.
Wonderful. And I thank you very much for that as the managing artistic director of the theater, and as well as being the coach of this wonderful team. So all we need now to get started is you just have to know how we start every single game, because you're going to shout it at home with us. And that is, we start every single game with 3, 2, 1, let's play. So we're going to try that now. Everybody say it with me. Ready? 3,
2, 1, let's play!
Okay. I mean, that was all right. but I think we can be louder. I think that, we're all spread across Pittsburgh. So I think if you shout loud enough, we might be able to hear you. So let's try it one last time. We'll get started with our first game. Ready? 3,
3, 2, 1.
Let's play!
Okay, wonderful. Hopefully that made all of your parents very mad. Okay, so we're gonna get started with our first game, which is called Fill in the Blank. So this, we need to start with 2 penny players. Let me get my 2 players up here. And yes, we have Mike and Maza. Hi. So this is going to involve all of the dialogue that you guys sent in. Maza and Mike, do you have the little, do you have all the dialogue? So people that submitted lines of dialogue, which are lines in the scene, we're gonna use those in the scene right now. So they're gonna get started with a scene based on some other suggestions from you all. And at various points, they're going to have to read any random line of dialogue that you've submitted, and then they have to make it make sense within the scene. And it's going to be kind of challenging, but they're going to be able to do it. So to get them started, I'm going to look at our list of wonderful suggestions here. So Mike, you will not be Mike. You will be Spider-Man.
Ooh.
Thank you, LEC, age 5. And Maza, you will not be Maza. You will be Garzuka. Thank you, Degnan M, age 6. And let's get a location. You will be in, we have so many good suggestions. You're gonna be inside a big meatball. Thank you, Olivia G, who is 9 years old. So let's review. We have
Spider-Man
and
Garzuka.
and they're in a big meatball. Let's count them down. 3, 2,
1.
Let's
play. Oh, hey, Garzuka. Have you been exploring this amazing giant meatball?
I sure have. And we got lots of breadcrumbs to munch on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me just pull up my mask here. Oh, these are delicious.
Don't make them like they used to.
No, I know. I mean, it just makes me stop and think. Don't pick your nose. You can't pick your nose while you're eating. That's not safe. That's kind of gross and rude.
You caught me, man. You know, I'm trying to keep my hands clean, but I love you because you're always looking out for me and making these awesome meatballs.
Oh, yeah, I gotta make them real big, because I want to be able to feed a lot of friends, and especially someone like you. And oh, yarn balls! I forgot the sauce.
Yarn balls. Oh,
Did
man.
somebody say sauce?
Hi.
Oh, hey!
Hi, it's me. I'm Queen Meatball.
Hi, Queen Meatball.
Oh, I didn't know if I'd ever get to meet you in person, Queen Meatball.
Oh, yes, here I am. Hey, can I smell your hair?
Okay, well, just
Okay.
the mask, and there you go.
Oh, that smells good. That's like a nice marinara.
Well, you know what it makes me think is banana.
Spider-Man, your ears are small.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I can still hear fine with them and everything. I kind of think they're dainty. That's how I think of them.
They're dainty.
Seriously? You have 2 unicorns in your head?
Yeah, I mean, that's all right. So everyone thinks I got the powers from radioactive spider, but that's only part of the story. See, then also there are these 2 tiny magic unicorns, and it's mainly the smell thing. That's what they're there for.
Oh.
Yeah, they also, I am happy that you lost a tooth. I just noticed you're missing one, and that's
I did.
good luck. You should get a unicorn for that.
See, Yay, that was amazing. We've done our first virtual game. And those were some great dialogue suggestions. I was keeping track. Thank you to Theo F, age 8, Marco C, age 5, Oliver B, age 9, Avery M, age 5, Patrick D, age 5, Stephen T, age 11, and Olivia C, age 8. Great job. All right, we're going to move on to our next game. So our next game is called Props. So some of you parents out there might recognize this game from the show Whose Line Is It Anyway? And kids, this is a game you can definitely play at home. I've played it with my niece and nephew a lot, and they love it. So let's get our 4 players that are going to be playing this game. And they're going to be playing this in teams of 2. So it's going to be Joe and Maddie, and then Max and Kaylee. So they have some everyday objects from around their house. And their job is to sort of create a quick little scene where they imagine the objects as something else. And so they have a couple objects that they've gathered already. And then at the end, I'm going to make them improvise even more by finding a last minute object around their house. So stay tuned for that. So whenever I say ding, it will go back and forth between the 2 teams. And if I say new prop, they have to get a new prop. All right, players, are you ready?
Yep.
Ready.
All right, let's count them down. Ready? 3,
2, 1.
Let's play.
Maddie, quick! We have to pull the levers.
Mine's stuck!
Dude, I know you've heard of the ukulele, but let me introduce you to the micro-lele.
Oh, yeah, tunes.
Ding.
Bow down, good night, I shall knight thee. In the name of the King Gwen Stafir, you shall be my first in command.
Ding.
Hey, dude, I just got this new like Hot Wheels car wash. Check it out.
Whoa, that's the coolest.
Ding.
Maddie, quick! We got a row! We got a row! Go, 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 go!
I'm spinning in circles.
Ding.
Oh no, Gretel, I think the witch is around. Oh no, I'm stuck in a cage. Get me out.
Me too.
Ding. New prop.
Oh, Hollywood is always so dramatic, you know?
Ding.
I've got this new lion's mane. You just attach it to your face like this.
Oh, this is quite debonair. I really like this.
Ding.
Maddie, watch this when I play this sweet tune.
Wow!
Ding.
All right, chapter 11's coming in to check the traffic.
Oh, right here, right here.
Oh, I see it.
Now the great Mancini will disappear.
Ding.
Well, gotta lasso me a new friend. Come on over.
Ding. Okay. All right. I'm back. You guys, your challenge is you need to find something. They really don't know what this is going to be. Something round. Anything round in your house. Get it. You have 10 seconds. Go. Vamping, killing time. I'm vamping because I didn't know what I was gonna do. Okay, Joe doesn't normally live there. He's been sheltered in Kentucky with his girlfriend. Yay! Okay, wonderful. Ready, Joe? Go.
Oh, look at my cool boomerang.
Ding.
Yes, I believe Alaska is somewhere up at the top, but I can't figure out this globe.
Ding.
Oh, I do believe the Earth is getting rather close to the sun. Oh, it's burning up. Ah.
Ding.
I'm gonna spin the world. Look at this beautiful thing.
Ding. Yay!
Hi everyone, I'm Beth. I'm one of the penny players on Penny Arcade. When I'm at home, I like doing arts and crafts and playing games. So I thought today we could make a game together. Come on! Welcome to the craft station. Today we're going to be making the Penny Arcade matching game. The first step is to gather supplies. You'll want a piece of paper, scissors, and crayons. You can also use colored pencils. The second step is to fold your piece of paper 4 times. And then you'll unfold it. The third step is to draw lines along the creases that you folded into your paper. The fourth step is to draw a picture of anything you want to in that first box. I'm drawing my friend Question Monster. Now draw that picture again in another box. Now you're going to draw 7 more pairs of pictures. I like hearts and dogs and pizza. So we have some apples and a car. Giraffes are my favorite animal at the zoo. And a bunny. Let's make it green. Now you're going to flip over your paper and draw a pattern. Now we're going to add lines again along the creases of the paper. Now you're going to take your scissors and cut carefully along those lines. You're done! Time to play! 3, 2, 1, let's play! The Penny Arcade Matching Game. With a friend, turn all of the cards you just made face down. Then you'll shuffle them and set them in a grid. Take turns flipping over 2 cards at a time until you find a match. The person with the most matches at the end wins. If you want to make even more cards, you could play this game with a grid of 32 cards, or 64, or even 128. Good job! Thanks for playing! Thanks for joining me at the Penny Arcade Craft Station. See you later!
Yay! Thank you, Beth. That was Beth, our Penny Arcade player and also our Director of Development at our nonprofit comedy theater. So if you loved that, which I know you did, donate now. Thank you. The next game we're going to play is called Late for Online School. So let's get our first 3 players on the screen to play this game. We have Kaylee and Maza and Max. Wonderful. So I know a lot of you have been working really hard lately to be part of a new type of school, which is online school. And you guys are doing really great adjusting to that. But one thing will always be the same, and that is that some people are always going to be late for school, even if it's online school. So that person today is Dan. Dan, are you there? There he is. He is going to be late for this class. But this is a guessing game. How it works is that we're going to get some suggestions that Dan doesn't know. He hasn't heard them before. So we're going to send him away now to a breakout room on Zoom. Normally he'd leave the theater, but he's going away now. He's shutting off his audio. Bye, Dan. Okay, great. So Kaylee is the teacher of this class, and Maza and Max are his classmates. And Kaylee is going to be so focused on Dan and upset that he's late that she won't notice that Maza and Max are going to help Dan out by helping him know this one excuse that we're going to share with you right now. And Kaylee accepts this excuse because, believe it or not, one time it happened to her. So she's understanding about just this one excuse. But Maza and Max, they can't use words. They're going to have to mime or charade. So if you guys play charades at home, you'll recognize this. So he's going to have to guess these goofy suggestions by Maza and Max charading the answers. So here are the suggestions. After this game, you're going to hear who these suggestions are from because it's kind of a special guests of the show. But Kaylee, Maza, and Max, here are your suggestions. I'm reading them right now. So Dan was late because of 3 reasons. 1, he woke up and he was sleeping on the roof. Number 2, Then he was trying to get ready, but he started swinging on the ceiling fan. And then finally, a lemur ate his computer, which is really just the nail in the coffin. So let's repeat those. Again, we have sleeping on the roof, swinging on a ceiling fan, and a lemur ate his computer. So Maza, Max, Kaylee, thumbs up. Yep, you got it. All right. Let's bring back Dan. I want everyone instead of saying let's play, we're gonna say you're late, Dan. So we're gonna say 3, 2, 1, you're late, Dan. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, you're late. Dan.
All right, class, we're gonna get started in here. Dan, you are very late.
Sorry, Miss McGillicuddy.
You better have a good excuse.
I have a great excuse. You would not believe what happened to me this morning. I was in my house bed. And then you would not believe that the roof of the house, the roof just completely broke. It collapsed. It landed on my arm. My arm broke.
Oh gosh, you should go to the hospital.
You know what? It feels okay. It feels okay. It's actually the part of the roof of the house that I jumped. I was sleeping on the roof of the house.
Oh,
okay. So I was sleeping on the roof of the house as I do every day, of course.
Okay, great.
But then a tornado.
There was a tornado. I didn't see it this morning.
There was a helicopter.
Okay.
A big giant fan. Because I was hot. There was a big giant fan on the roof that blew me. It caused me to swing.
All right, Dan. Let's get it together here. I think there was a fan. I can understand that, but what were you doing on the fan?
Mom! I know you told me not to interrupt your class, but I broke the fan. I broke it. I'm sorry, Mom.
I told you not to get on there.
I'll go to my room.
Get out of here. We'll talk later.
So, like I was saying, I was on the roof and I broke a fan.
I don't know if you broke it, but like you might have if you'd hung on a little longer.
I tried to hang on, but I had to swing from the roof. I had to swing from the fan.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. I've done that before.
That's how you get off roofs.
Yeah, but why are you so late? There's another reason, I'm sure.
Well, after I swung from the fan, there was a explorer kangaroo.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot of explorations with this kangaroo.
Yeah, those don't exist in Pittsburgh, but okay.
I get them confused. Sometimes they're smaller. They're like rabbits. They're even smaller. They're like mice.
Oh, they're on
Mom,
that show.
Mom,
sweetie.
Mom, I need help. I'm doing my homework and I'm looking for a word that rhymes with femur.
Oh, yeah, we've got a couple of those.
It's an animal. Just hurry up.
I will help you soon. Class is almost over.
So there was a lemur that I think escaped from the Pittsburgh Zoo that was eating. It was eating my breakfast, and it was eating my laptop.
Oh, okay.
So a lemur was eating my laptop, so I couldn't log on to class.
All right, this is a crazy excuse, but I'm going to need you to review that with me one more time.
Okay. So, of course, I woke up. I was sleeping on the roof.
Okay.
I woke up from sleeping on the roof, and I had to swing on a fan, and the fan was swirling me around, and I landed, and I finally popped and got to the laptop, but I found a lemur eating the laptop, so I had to deal with that whole mess, and that's why I'm late to Zoom class.
I accept that excuse. Get in here. We're going to learn about lemurs.
Yeah! We did it! Oh my gosh. All right. So, like I said, those suggestions, which were amazing, which Dan got very well with some support from Kaylee's child. So those were from, I'm going to bring all the penny players back because this was really special. Today, there are 2 kids watching whose birthdays are today. That is so exciting. Oh my goodness. So to Carly, who's turning 11 years old today, and to Priya, who's turning 7 years old today. Penny Arcade, thanks you for those awesome creative suggestions, and happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! We are so glad you joined us. And now let's see another video.
Hi Penny Arcade, it's Dan here in the Collaboration Kitchen, and I'm going to share with you one of my favorite recipes, and maybe one of yours, homemade macaroni and cheese. 3, 2, 1, let's cook!
Now make sure you have your parent or guardian nearby ready to collaborate with you, and then both of you are going to wash your hands. Yes, the first step in cooking any masterpiece is to make sure your hands are squeaky clean, so scrub them well. Next, we're going to assemble all of our equipment. I have here a digital kitchen scale, which is optional, some teaspoons and tablespoons in various sizes, clear glass bowls for containing our ingredients, some measuring cups, and a butter knife. Fill a medium to large pot with cold water about 3/4 of the way up. Place that pot over medium to high heat to bring it to a boil. In the meantime, we're going to prep the rest of our ingredients. Next, we're going to get our macaroni. I'm using elbow macaroni here, but you can use whatever you'd like. Now get 8 ounces of that, that's about ½ a pound, and set that aside. We're then going to get 2 tablespoons worth of butter, and that's about 1 ounce. We're also going to get 2 tablespoons or equal weight of flour. I used a little bit more than 2 tablespoons just to get that 1 ounce. Next, we're going to get our cheese. I'm using a block of cheddar cheese, but you can use any cheese you like. We're going to get around 2 cups of shredded cheese. You can shred it yourself. It will come out a little better results than the pre-shredded kind, just because the pre-shredded doesn't melt as nicely, but any type of cheese is fine. Then we're going to get milk, about 1 cup of milk, and we're going to set that aside. Our water's boiling now, and we're going to add a pinch of salt to help flavor our macaroni. Then we're going to add to our boiling water our macaroni and cook following the instructions on the side of the box. Mine say cook about 8 to 9 minutes to al dente, so I'm going to do just that, stirring occasionally to make sure they don't stick together. With a parent or guardian's help, we're going to throw that into a colander to drain the water, and we're going to cool it down with some cold water and set that aside. In the meantime, we're going to assemble all the other ingredients for our cheese sauce that we got together earlier. We have our butter, flour, cheese, salt, and some milk. But wait, I almost forgot. We need a whisk. Wait, that's not a whisk. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's a spoon. Oh, wait 1 second here. I got it somewhere. Oh, it's a masher. I don't even know where that came from. Okay, a whisk. Yes, get a whisk and continue making your sauce. In a medium saucepan over low to medium heat, we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to cook that until it's melted. Then once it's nice and melted, we're going to add in our flour and whisk to incorporate. It's going to look a little chunky at first, but cook it for 1 to 2 minutes and it's going to smooth out, and you should smell a little nutty aroma. Once you do smell that nutty aroma, we're going to add all of our milk, and we're going to keep that over medium to medium-low heat. We don't want it to boil, and we're going to just keep whisking and whisking until this starts to thicken and come together. So you're going to start to see it thicken up and start to resemble a gravy at Thanksgiving time. And once you see that, it's time to start adding our cheese. I'm going to lower the heat here to make sure I do not see it boiling. I'm going to add in a ½ teaspoon of salt, stir that around and incorporate, and then we're going to start adding in our cheese a little bit at a time. So I have our cheese here. I'm just going to take a little bit of fistfuls. Be careful, it's easy to spill it everywhere. And we're just going to whisk that around, and it's going to start melting and becoming a nice, gooey, cheesy sauce for our macaroni. Then we're going to take our macaroni we cooked earlier. We're going to attempt to get most of it into the pot. I spilled a little bit out the side there, but that's okay. Messes and accidents happen all the time while cooking. It's part of the experience and it's part of the fun. So then we're just going to stir all of our cooked pasta around in our gooey, cheesy sauce, and we are done with our delicious homemade macaroni and cheese. All right. We're going to just then plate this masterpiece up and enjoy with your family and friends. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this video, you guys. I had a blast. And from all of us at Penny Arcade in the Collaboration Kitchen, we will see you next time.
All right. Thank you so much, Dan. That was awesome. I only know how to make Easy Mac, so I will try that out. Okay, we're gonna play another game. We have 2 more games for you. The last game involves a lot of videos from you all at home, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And just another quick reminder that we are taking donations for this show. You can donate any amount, and it really helps Arcade Comedy Theater during our shutdown. So let's get started with our next game. It's called Opposite Day. So we're gonna get our 2 players that are gonna start. Wonderful. I see Erica and Maddie. So this game is called Opposite Day, and I thought it was a fun one to pick because I don't know about you at home, but everything's been a little opposite recently and a little bit turned upside down. And so we know how to make a fun game with it. Erica and Maddie are going to start a scene based on some suggestions from you all of characters and location. And then at any point, if I say opposite, they have to say the opposite of what they just said, and then suddenly that's how the scene has to progress from there. Okay, so it'll all make sense when you see it. Let's get them started with some suggestions. So Erica, you will not be Erica, you will be Bad Kitty. And thank you, Chase, age 7. Somebody laughed at that. I think it was Colin, probably. And Maddie, you will not be Maddie. You will be Minnie Mouse. Thank you, Troy C, age 3. Wonderful. So, oh, and we need a location. So, we have so many good locations. We're gonna have to do 300 of these shows. You are in a, you know what? You're in an abandoned yoga studio. Thank you, Liz. Wonderful. Okay, so let's review. We have
Bad Kitty. Meow.
What's that? Maddie, is your audio down?
No, Minnie Mouse.
There you go. That's
Minnie
better.
Mouse, hello, Minnie
I don't know if
Mouse.
it was just me. Yep, we're rolling with it. Okay, wonderful. Let's review that one more time. Let's review again. We have
Bad Kitty. Meow.
Minnie Mouse.
Wonderful. And they are at an abandoned yoga studio. Let's get ready for Opposite Day by counting them down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Oh man, Minnie, I'm so ready to do some stretches today.
Yeah, we've really found a great place here. You know, nobody's around, so I don't feel embarrassed with all my stretches.
Yeah. You're looking pretty tight today.
Opposite.
You're looking very flexible. I mean, how are you doing that? I mean, your leg is like, you're almost like me, you know, like a cat. We're just like stretching all day.
Opposite stretch, Erica.
Stretching all day, you know.
Opposite stretch.
Stretching all day.
Good.
Well, thanks so much. I really pride myself in my work. You know, it don't just get this mouse body by cutting kittens. Sorry, no offense.
Opposite.
You don't get this sweet mouse muscles by kicking dogs. Sorry, situation.
Oh. Opposite engine. Whoa!
It's me. I heard that there are some happenings here in the yoga studio. I heard stretches.
What? Motorcycle Dan! That was a terrifying entrance. You just can't drive your motorcycle in the abandoned yoga studio.
It's abandoned. What do you expect me to do?
I mean, there are mirrors everywhere. You could have been
opposite things that are around.
There are yoga mats everywhere and just a lot of plywood in that corner. I don't know why there's just a stack of plywood there.
And we're still indoors, mind you. Vehicles go outside. We're
Listen,
not well, we are
listen.
animals, but let's try to act civilized.
Listen, if I say I'm sorry, is that good enough? I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I am not sorry. I will never be sorry. Ever, ever, ever.
Opposite.
I am so sorry, guys. I didn't know that this studio has people in it, and I'm really worried about it now.
You know, just seeing you, a motorcycle, Dan, just all choked up, it just chokes me up.
Opposite.
You know, it is hilarious.
Oh man, this is awesome. I have to share this with Joe right now. This is gonna be, oh, this is fire. This is so lit.
Hi, Gene, baby. How's it going?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, how's it hanging? What you got for me today? I hear you got some good stuff going over there.
I have been in the lab nonstop, and I have created probably, I don't know, the best music I've ever made while being in quarantine. Like, I've just been real inspired.
Hi, Gene.
All the free time.
Hi, Gene. I gotta tell you, this has made me real excited. I want to hear a track. You got a track ready?
Yeah. Let me play something for you real quick. Hold on. Yeah. DJ Hygiene in the building, y'all. You ready for a new one? Yeah. Mask on, I keep my mask on, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Hygiene, I think you've gotten better stuff out there. I don't know, I think if you mix it up a little bit, have a little more excitement to it. Do you have anything else more exciting than that?
More exciting?
Yeah.
More exciting? Yeah, okay. I got something. Here we go. Wash your hands. Yeah.
Okay.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Hygiene, I don't think...
Everybody in the club better be washing their hands right now. It's filthy in here.
Listen, I love the stuff you do. I love the things we've done in the past. I don't know about this one.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, you don't know about
this
one.
Hygiene, just listen for a second. I want you to take some time, and I just want you to think it over. Maybe step back into those tracks for a little bit and just tidy it up a little bit. Maybe rewrite the whole thing and start something new.
Joe.
Do you have a... Yep.
Joe.
Okay.
Joe.
Yes.
Joe.
Yes. Hygiene,
Joe.
baby. Talk to me.
Joe.
Talk to me.
Joe.
Uh-huh.
I know what you want. I know what the people want. They're all about going viral, right? You know,
viral is key these days.
Everybody's doing their TikTok dances. Everybody needs the music for that. Drake just put out Tootsie Slide. Everybody's
Don't
doing
talk
that.
to me about Drake putting out Trixie Slide.
All right.
It's too good.
All right. Well, I created this dance song. It's called Wash Your Hands. And I'm going to do this dance. I want you to do it with me.
Okay.
How we doing, everybody? It's your boy, DJ Hygiene. We're about to do a dance called Wash Your Hands. Follow me. Do what I do. Ready? Right hand squirt, left hand squirt. Rub them both together, get rid of the dirt. Say right hand squirt, left hand squirt. And rub them both together, get rid of the dirt, yeah.
Hey, Hygiene, can I tell you something? One,
What?
this
Tell me.
suits you perfectly. This
Oh my
song
goodness.
is Hygiene bottled up into a little nugget, and that's Hygiene for you. And you know what? I think this is going to go viral. I think this is going to go all the way to the top. The whole city, the whole state, the whole country is going to be listening to this tune today.
And we're back, right? Great. Hey, everybody, let's hear it for Erin Tarnow, the amazing technical director of Arcade Comedy Theater.
Yay!
Woo! I actually heard people. Great. Wonderful. So I am so excited to present the final game of today. It is my favorite game, and that is because we're going to see some of our amazing fans of Penny Arcade who sent in some videos for us to be part of this show. So there's a very special friend of Penny Arcade that loves to come to our shows, but as you know, we're all staying at home right now, staying safe, and so they are going to be joining us from their home planet, which is Planet Zoot. So we're going to count down a 3, 2, 1, let's play, and welcome Question Monster streaming all the way from Planet Zoot. Are you guys ready? Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1, let's play. Oh, wonderful. Look who it is. It's Question Monsters zooming from their homes on Planet Zoot. Question Monster, thank you so much for coming today, even though it's a little bit different than how we normally do it. We have lots of great questions from our kids at home. And so we're going to get started. I'm just going to ask a quick question first because I haven't seen you in a while and I'm just dying to talk to you and get some of your wisdom. So, I've been staying home a lot because that's what we're doing right now. And so I just wanted to know, like, for you, what's your favorite part of staying at home?
My
favorite
part of
staying
at home
is
all the
kitties
and
our
favorite games
like
Connect 4.
I did not know they had Connect 4 on Zoot. That's the one game that made it up there. That's fascinating. Great, wonderful. All right, so we're gonna cut now to a video and get our first question.
Hi, Question Monster. How does electric go into lights? And I'm 4 years old and I'm Eloise.
wonderful. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Eloise. Okay. So, question monster, how does electric go into light?
Ooh. Electric
Goes
into
light
through
the
very
special
matrix
gurga burga
that
is
purple
and
polka
dots
with
yellow
sparkles.
sparkles.
Okay, that's, science is really important right now to everything going on in the world. And so I don't understand it very much. I had no idea there was a purple and polka dot matrix, but hopefully that answers your question, Eloise. Let's go to our next question.
Why do lions roar? Question monster.
Oh, wonderful. That was a very good question. So that was from our friend India, and she wants to know, why do lions roar?
Ooh.
Lions
roar
because
feelings
are
very
loud
and
mad.
Yeah, lions are just frustrated, like all of us right now. So that's why. Okay, good deal, question monster. Okay, let's go to our next question.
Hi, question monster. My name is Eddie. My question is, what is your favorite video game?
This is so cute. Thank you, Eddie. Eddie is such a big fan of Penny Arcade, and Question Monster misses you, and we're so glad you were able to send in a question. So, and it's a good one. It's a good one because I know I'm playing lots of video games right now. So, Question Monster, what is your favorite video game?
Ooh. My
favorite
video
game
is
Escape
from
LA
because
it
is
so
fast
and
scary
and
special
and
very
fun.
Yay!
Oh, wow. Escape from LA. Question Monster's a big Kurt Russell fan. I didn't know. That's all I know about that movie, is that he's in it. Okay, wonderful. So we have another question. Let's see it.
Where does snowflakes come from?
Oh, wonderful. I believe those were some nieces of one of our Penny players, Kaylee. So they would like to know, Ellie and May would like to know, Question Monster, very good question. Where do snowflakes come from?
Snowflakes
From
special
place
called
clouds
from
zoot
that
are
very
wet
and
cold
and
sprinkly.
So
you
should
always
think
about
no.
Yay!
Yay!
You should always think about snow, especially if you're from Pittsburgh, because it might be snowing right now. Who knows? It's only the end of April. Wonderful. Okay, so I think we have 2 more questions. Let's go to our next question now.
Why is your birthday on a different day of the week every year?
Oh my goodness, that is such a good question. I actually don't know. I never understood that either, Olivia. That was a great question. Thank you for submitting it. Let's just go to what? What? He's asleep? Question Monster's asleep? It must be tiring to answer all of these questions and having all of this wisdom. So this happens sometimes with Question Monster. It happens at our show. So all we have to do is we have the power to wake him up. So let's do that with a 3, 2, 1 wake up Question Monster. Are you guys ready to scream that at home with me? Let's see if we can do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Wake up,
Question Monster.
Question Monster, you fell asleep and there was a very good question from Olivia. It's okay. It's all right. I'm going to repeat it for you. Don't worry. So Olivia would like to know, why is your birthday on a different day of the week every year?
Calendars
are always
crazy
on the
birthdays
of you
and
Zoot because
they
are so random. Because
birthdays
are super
great.
Yay!
Okay. There you go, Olivia. They're random, but they're great. Improv is what we're doing here today. All right. We have time for one final question. And I got to tell you, it might be my favorite. I don't know. Let's take it away to JJ.
So why I need to grow up? Thank you. I'm JJ. I'm 4 today.
That was the best. He's 4 today. And JJ wants to know, truly, a great question of life, why I gotta grow up.
Oh. You
need to
grow
up because
you
get to
play
with
all the
cars in
the
world.
Yeah!
Because
Wow, JJ's parents, you just have to buy him all the cars in the world. You're welcome. All right. I see Question Monster is just getting really tired because they've answered so many questions. So you know what? Just like some of you at home, sometimes you got to take a nap when you're tired. So we're going to count down from 3, 2, 1, and we're going to say, go take a nap, Question Monster. Okay, say it with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go take a nap, Question Monster. Bye, Question Monster. Bye. Oh, they can take a nap and turn off their videos. Isn't that amazing? All right, that is our show. That is the first part of our show, and we're done. Let's bring all of our penny players back. We're gonna just go over a few things while you're still with us. And like we said at the beginning of the show, we have a special treat, which is Max is going to teach everybody, all the kids at home, a fun improv game that they can play. So if you're enjoying this, if improv looks fun to you, it is, and we are excited to teach it to you. So again, we are Arcade Comedy Theater. We are the kid troupe as part of it, and it's been a really, it's been a really crazy time with us having to shut down due to COVID, but we're still excited to be bringing you programming. And this was the first of hopefully many shows from Penny Arcade. And to tell you a little bit about programming happening at Arcade Comedy Theater, I'm going to pass it along to our director of programming and the husband of me, Mike Rubino.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike. I'm Director of Programming, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. If you loved Penny Arcade, I've got good news for you, which is that we're going to be live streaming more shows. Penny Arcade is always on the second and fourth Saturday at 1 o'clock at our theater in real life, and so that's where it's going to be on Internet Life as well. So our next show is going to be May 9th. And again, you can just go to 321letsplay.com or arcadecomedytheater.com to see it. Also May 23rd. And then in June, we're going to have a special show brought to you by the U.S. Census. It's going to be called Kids Count, and it's all going to be about counting and the importance of the census. You can also tune in. We're going to be telling everybody about this as well. The third weekend in May, the Penny Arcade is going to be a part of the EQT Children's Festival, brought to you by the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. And this year, we've always been a part of that festival, but this year, that festival is going to be online. So you'll be able to see us there as well. This is a lot of information. So the best way to keep in touch with us and to know when all of our live streaming shows are, both for Penny Arcade and all of our grown-up shows, is to check out arcadecomedytheater.com. You can follow us on Facebook, and you can also subscribe to our newsletter, which is how we're telling everybody each week. We send out one email that tells you all of the live streaming shows that we're doing while we're shut down. So we hope that you'll subscribe, follow us on social media, and keep tuning in for all of these awesome shows. Back to Abby.
Wonderful. Yay. And I don't think Mike mentioned the videos that will be coming out. Okay, wonderful. So the other thing that I definitely wanted to mention for anybody tuning in that sent in a video to Question Monster, they were all solid gold, and we just didn't have time to show them all. And frankly, we want to get you engaged in our website all the time. So what we're going to do is please, please, please go to Facebook and like Penny Arcade Comedy. Question Monster is determined and excited to answer all of your questions. So if you haven't sent in a question yet, you can still do it. We are going to upload videos. We're going to film videos of Question Monster answering all of your questions. And so they'll either be part of future shows or they will be released online in between the shows. So be sure, again, to connect with Arcade Comedy Theater online because we are going to release those videos. And Beth, do you want to tell us one more time about how they can support all of these wonderful things we're doing?
Yes. So, like I said before, Arcade is our in-person home, and we're trying to support them while they're shut down due to COVID. And so we have a little fundraiser going, and you can go to our website, 321letsplay.com. Many of you are probably there right now watching this feed, and you can click on the button that says support Arcade at home and donate or share that link to getting the word out is great. That helps us out, and it helps people know about our pay as you wish option as well for when we're in person. And it looks like our fundraising goal is $500, and right now we're at $465. We're so close.
We're so close. We're so close.
Thank you so
that's
much.
amazing. So many amazing
so
donations. Yeah, that's really exciting. Thank you so much, Beth. And thank you all. We're going to take a 5-minute break, but please leave the stream on. We're going to be back in 5 minutes while the Penny players take a quick break, get a drink of water, and they're going to teach you an improv game, a little bit of a workshop right here virtually online. So individually, remember, we are
Joe, Max,
Maddie,
Mike,
Haley,
Beth,
Colin,
Dan,
Maza,
Erica,
Samwise,
and I'm Abby, and collectively we are Penny
Arcade.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around to the after show workshop. We're excited to show you a little gamer exercise that you can play at home that will teach you some of the tools of the trade that we do in improv comedy. So this game is going to require at least 2 people to play, but you can have lots of people playing, 8, 10, 12, whoever you have at home, or with friends or family over the internet. And this game is called Ad Agency or Advertisement Agency. Now, people at an advertisement agency try to come up with cool ideas to market these new products to problems that you might have. So our game is going to be a lot like that. It's going to be played in 3 parts. We'll show you how it's done. And then after it's done, you can practice at home or show your friends. So this is how it's played. In part 1, someone in your group has to come up with a problem. Doesn't matter what kind of problem. It can be serious, it can be silly. But to give you an example, here's a problem I have. I hate taking out the trash. Hate taking out the trash. It's smelly, it's sticky. If your bag rips, your stuff goes everywhere. It's a nightmare situation. I don't want to take out the trash. So that's a simple problem like that. Part 1 of the game is done. Part 2, you have your people who are playing. You're each going to take turns coming up with a part of a solution, some sort of gadget, a gizmo, a doodad, something that will help me solve my problem of taking out the trash. And you're all going to take turns. Now, here comes the one most important rule of this game. You have to say yes. Every idea that somebody comes up with is the coolest idea you have ever heard of. And we're just going to keep building until it gets wilder and zanier until it's just this absolutely mind-boggling invention. Okay? So, Penny players, you're going to help me out solving my problem of taking out the trash. Joe, why don't you start us off?
How about a conveyor belt?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
I love it.
Cool.
What?
And on the conveyor belt, it's the cast of Cats.
The cast of Cats.
And there's also a blindfold so you don't have to look at the garbage or the cast of Cats.
Oh,
Yes.
so cool.
Oh, and there's like a force field that goes around the garbage. It just like closes it in so you don't have to smell it either.
Oh yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
And then all the garbage at the end of the conveyor belt gets on a rocket ship and gets shot into the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think we got to call it there. This is just too zany. Okay, now we get to part 3 of the game. This amazing invention we all came up with together. We've got to give this product a name. What are we going to call this cool product? Something silly. What is it?
Apollo Cat 11.
What was it?
Apollo Cat 11.
Apollo Cat 11. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I love it. I love it. And that's exactly how you play it. You can play as many times as you want. The only rule is you got to say yes. And that will teach you in improv. Sometimes when you're acting out these little skits and scenes, it can be scary. And you might be worried, are people going to like what I say? And this game will teach you to say, yes, I support that idea. And you'll keep building and building and building zanier and wilder scenes. So take that home, teach some people to play it. If you come up with some wild or crazy ideas, send it our way. You can draw us a picture. You can tell us a story. Our website is open for your ideas. So once again, thanks for joining our show. I hope you had fun. We'll see you on the next one. And thank you for everyone who has donated to this awesome cause. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yay.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.